The first home improvement scheme was set up in Ferndale in the Rhondda Valley in 1979 in response to the acute housing problems in the area. It was set up as a job creation scheme where unemployed craftsmen were employed to carry out repairs for older people. The pioneering work that followed was largely due to the efforts of Shelter and the Housing Association's Charitable Trust, but it wasn't until 1986 that the Welsh office decided to offer some financial support to care and repair projects as part of their housing renewal strategy. The first care and repair agency was established in Cardiff in 1987, and because it was so successful, other agencies were set up throughout Wales in 1988. Care and Repair Caerphilly was one of them, although in those days it was known as Rhymney Valley Care and Repair. The agency, funded by the National Assembly for Wales, the local authority and United Welsh Housing Association, began its journey with 3 members of staff: Ros Williamson, the agency manager, who's now Director of Carers Wales, Anne Isaac, Office Administrator, and Gordon Perry, Technical Officer. The agency's key aim was to provide advice and practical support to older people to enable them to remain independent in their own homes for as long as possible. Over a third of owner-occupiers whose homes are in need of major repairs are pensioners. Many of them are widows whose husbands used to do all the maintenance around the home, and they may be unable to organise the work for themselves. Many are fearful of becoming victims of rogue traders and don't know where to go for help. Care and Repair provide a hand-holding service. Our caseworkers, Jane and Andrea, will visit people in the comfort of their own homes and listen to their individual needs. They will help them to choose the best option to repair or adapt their homes, to make it more suitable for them as they get older, to live safely and comfortably. They will discuss how the work is to be financed, and if the client cannot afford to pay for the work themselves, they will see if there's any charitable or benevolent funding available. The caseworkers will then assist the client to complete funding application forms. There are many retired homeowners who are not claiming all their entitlements. They are unaware of their rights to housing benefit, home improvement grants and supplementary benefits, or they are reluctant to claim them. The caseworkers can carry out a benefits check to ensure that the client is claiming all the benefits they are entitled to, and, where applicable, will help them to apply for attendance allowance. When the repair or adaptation work has been agreed, Care and Repair will arrange for a technical officer, which will either be Kerry or David, to visit the client to draw up a schedule of works. These officers will then obtain quotes from a list of reliable contractors, and once they've been received, will ask the client, who is always in control, to choose which contractor they want to carry out the work. When they've chosen the contractor, the technical officer will prepare contracts and arrange for the work to commence. The technical officer will keep in close contact with the client and the contractor throughout to ensure that the work is carried out to a high standard and that the client is happy. When the work is completed, the technical officer will inspect the work with the client, and if they're both satisfied, they'll sign off the work and the client will pay the contractor. In addition to casework, we also provide a handyman service to carry out those small jobs around the house, such as putting up curtain rails, changing locks, fixing dripping taps and unblocking drains. Dean, our repairs technician, completes on average 500 small repairs a year. There is a small charge for this service. It's £15 a job for up to 1 hour's work, and most of our clients agree that it is well worth it. The service is always in demand, hence the 2-week waiting list, and the agency is currently looking at funding opportunities to expand that service. Care and Repair received over 1,700 referrals this year and expect that number to increase in the future. We are confident, however, with the ongoing commitment of staff and the continuing support from our funders, we will continue to develop and expand the service to meet the needs of the growing population of older people.